And there we go. Okay, here we are, right on. Hey, everybody. So let's hop right into our Q&A. And thanks again for spending time with us here today. So our first question is from Mark. So Mark's question is about compliance. Is this compliant? So with everything that we teach, it's definitely a good idea for you to reach out and make sure that everything is compliant in your specific marketplace and in your specific area, right? Because everybody's got different guidelines. We've got people from all over Canada that attend these webinars. And I want to make sure that it is compliant with you and that you do it the right way. So make sure that you're compliant with Facebook, and then make sure that you're also compliant in your local marketplace. So we do know, well, people that have ran these in the past that have seen great results from it, which is why we're teaching it to you here today and hoping you to implement it. But just make sure that everything is compliant and that it fits within your model and your business as well. So thanks for the question, Mark, but definitely, make sure that you go out, do your own due diligence and make sure that you implement it properly. But we do know that the strategy works. So hopefully that helps. And hopefully we're not having any audio issues here. If we are, just type into the chat. But you should be able to hear me okay there. And if not, just let me know. We'll get it fixed for you. All right. It's from Jeremy. Jeremy says, Chris, do you have any other ideas for giveaways or things that we can put in our promotion? So great question, Jeremy. And really, that's one of the beauties of this is really you can be what you give away. I mean, I've seen things as daring as drones that are given away, or iPods, or Amazon gift cards. We gave away Amazon gift cards last year at Christmas, $100 a piece, and it was a very successful, very well-received promotion when we did that. But again, just as I just mentioned, if you can tie your promotion into something that's happening within your local marketplace, that's something that, again, it just is going to bond you with your local marketplace. It's going to get you better engagement from your local marketplace. And if you can tie it into a local charity and help people while you're doing your promotion, while you're building your business, it's just a win-win-win for everybody involved. And it gives you an opportunity to give back to your community. And that's just a fantastic thing, right? So if you can tie it into the local community somehow with a local cause that you're potentially passionate about, I would definitely recommend that, and swag is always good. So hopefully that helps as well. Our excuse me here, it's just loading up. Okay, our next question here is from Sue. How do you suggest partnering with referral partners on a promotion like this? Okay, so I wouldn't necessarily do the promotion together. I would definitely have it as a promotion that is for you and goes out to your clients and customers. When you reach out to your referral partners, it's to get them to enter to potentially win, but also to share it out with their audience, because if somebody in their audience wins, obviously that's going to make them look good because they told them about the promotion, and it's also going to make you look good. So I would definitely keep it as your promotion, and then approach your referral partners as people that can help expand your reach or amplify your message into the marketplace. And best way for you to go get results from this strategy. So so great question, and thank you for that. See, I can't pre-read the questions and talk at the same time. So I'll stay focused, all right? Our next question is from Leanne. Leanne says, thanks, Chris, great ideas. Leanne, thank you very much for investing your time here with us. We know it's your most precious asset, so I'm glad that you enjoyed the content. Thanks for showing up. Our next question is from Rick. Rick says, Chris, congratulations on the article in Success Magazine. Rick, thank you very much. Glad you took the time to read it, and thank you. Our next question here is from James. James says, which targeting option do I use with the boosted post? Okay, so when you're doing a boosted post, the great thing about those is that there's a number of different options that you can do, and you can actually pick different audiences with different boosted posts. So my recommendation is that when you boost the initial post, the actual contest posting that you're putting out there, you want to boost that out to friends or people that like your page and their friends, right? So that's going to amplify your message to all of the people that like your business page, who are already friends of you. Very likely, if you followed the training that you've gotten here in this webinar series, you've got all of your past clients and your network of people all on your business page. Touch all of those people, but you also want to touch their friends, and that's going to give you that amplification of the message and help you grow your audience with people that are most likely to know you, like you, and trust you, and potentially see a testimonial from one of their friends on your Facebook page about how your mortgage services were able to help them in their life. So that is the targeting option that I would choose initially. Now, there are some other very interesting options out there. So if you're doing secondary posts, which I recommend, say, hey, come to my business page, look for this post, you know, and then tell them exactly how to enter the contest, just like I gave you in the template. When you send that out through other posts that you're putting on your Facebook page, you boost those posts, and then you can target a specific audience in your marketplace. So these are people that don't like your business page, that you have no connection to whatsoever, targeted because they are very likely to be interested in getting a mortgage or moving sometime in the new year. So there's basically two categories that you want to focus on Facebook. So one is mortgages, right? People that are interested in mortgages, or mortgage broker. Those two categories on the mortgage side. There's two categories. One is real estate and the other is property. So 4 total, 2 different categories. And if you cover those, so property, real estate, mortgage broker, and mortgages, pretty much everybody in your local marketplace that's interested potentially in using your services. And if you can lead in with an awesome giveaway, get them to like the business page, and then again, enhance that relationship through good quality content, that's a win-win for everybody involved. So that's my secondary boost post placement targeting opinions for you there. So hopefully you enjoy that as well. Our next question here is from Barb. Barb says, how do you suggest bringing up the contest while networking? Question. And you know, probably a nice question for me, because it may not come across in video or when we do our live presentations if we've had the opportunity to be together live, but I'm actually a little bit of an introvert, and when I go out and do the networking, my better half certainly is the conversational piece, and I just kind of stand there and you know, put in my 2 cents every so often. So I get that it can be difficult when you're out networking with people to talk about your business and to talk about what's going on there. So I feel your pain there. I do it is by looking at it that you have something of real value that people are going to find interesting, and getting your head around that, and then that makes it a lot easier to talk about the promotion. So you know, we're all going to be out in situations over the holidays where you meet somebody new through a friend of a friend at, you know, whatever event it is that you're at, and the occasion, you know, people always ask, you know, what do you do? And so it's my recommendation, and your own brand and how you do it. Instead of saying, I'm a mortgage broker, you can twist that a little bit. And the twist might be the wrong word, but what you want to do is enhance it and tell people what the end benefit is that you actually provide for the client and customer. And the whole goal here, that person to ask you a secondary question or to go deeper into the conversation with you. So when you say, I'm a mortgage broker, they say, oh, that's great. Okay, I know what, you know, I know what a mortgage broker is, or they think they know what a mortgage broker is or does. And then, but if you shift that a little bit to something like, oh, I help Canadians, or I help people from city name save X amount of dollars on their mortgage, or I help people save money when they buy a home. Oh, how do you do that? Right? It's that open-ended explanation of what it is that you do, without saying that you're in mortgages, to get people to ask those qualifying questions. And then once you're in a conversation, it's a lot easier to bring up the contest or bring up the promotion that you're doing, where you can say, well, we're actually doing something really interesting in our business right now. We have a contest going on Facebook. And then it's that nice, easy rollout. And again, when you attach this to a local cause or you attach it to a charity, again, it's just that much easier to talk about, because you know that you're helping other people by sharing that message. So just changing the way that you introduce yourself in a conversation will open up to sharing it. Now, the other way to go about it is to just simply say to people, hey, have you ever entered a contest on Facebook? And they'll say, no, I haven't, or yes, I have. And you say, well, I would love your opinion on my contest that I'm running on my Facebook page right now. What do you think of this? And then you tell them about the contest or the promotion or whatever it is that you're giving away. So asking their opinion on the promotion as well as a nice, easy way to get that out there. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Again, engaging other people in what they're interested in has, you know, always a great way to start a conversation, to keep a conversation going. Our next question is from Cheryl. Cheryl says, where do I go to read the Facebook contest guidelines? So Cheryl, they're on Facebook. So there is a lot of information out there about Facebook contests and Facebook contest guidelines. It is my recommendation that you only really take information from Facebook itself, because then you know it's reliable and that you are going to conduct yourself in a way that you are running a good contest, right? So rather than giving you the long link in the webinar, because I figured that would be really hard to follow, just go to Google and type in Facebook contest guidelines and then click on the link at the top that is from Facebook, and that will be, you know, direct from Facebook. And as I mentioned, category, it'll take you to like the main terms and conditions page, and what you want to do is scroll down to where it says contests and promotions, and it's just a paragraph of text that gives you some nice outlines on how to and the guidelines on running a contest and promotion. And again, you just want to make sure that you say this contest is not endorsed by Facebook in that. And again, make sure that you read through those. So hopefully that helps you as well. Our next question is from Bob. Bob says, Chris, what happened to your hands? So Bob, and if you, so yeah, my hands are a little bit weird looking, and that is a mixture of wood filler and stain, and I've been working on a little project on the side and I can't get my hands clean. So next time I'll wear gloves. Thank you for noticing, Bob. That's not awkward for me at all. So now I'm a little bit red in the face. And on to our next question. Question is from Mark. Is this strategy compliant? So Mark, we've already touched on that a little bit, and it is certainly up to you to do your own due diligence as to the compliance or how you can make this strategy compliant in your local marketplace. So ask your broker of record or whoever it is that can give you a definitive answer on how to run this so that it is compliant. So hopefully that helps you. Next question here is from Jim. Jim says, Chris, can you please send me the email template that goes out? So Jim, if you just email support@cwjstone.com, that's support@cwjstone.com, and just say, hey, can I get the email template from today's webinar? They'll be happy to send that over to you, and I'll make sure that we flag, we'll make sure that we flag, and you'll get that from us, okay? So yes, absolutely, we're happy to share that template on behalf of First National to make this as easy to implement as possible. Hope you enjoy it. Our next question here is from Deb. So Deb says, can you walk me through how to send a direct message to somebody on Facebook? So Deb, yeah, absolutely. So I can't do it on the screen, but I can talk you through it. Once you do it a couple of times, it's very easy to find, and you'll be a pro in no time, right? So what you want to do is, if you don't have that custom list set up on Facebook, reach out to your First National account representative, get access to the library, and you get access to that for free as long as you're in good standing with your account manager and with First National. You get all 31 of these episodes in there, and watch the one on personal Facebook networking. I believe it's number 7 or number 8 in the series. I'm sorry, I don't have the list in front of me of all the topics, but it's in there, and that will show you how to set up that custom list, put all of your past clients into that custom list. But you don't need that list in order to implement this. You can just type that person's name into the Facebook search bar at the top. Their name or profile will come up in the search, and you click on their profile. That will take you to their page. So they've got the cover photo up at the top, right? And then there's going to be basically 3 buttons on that cover photo up at the top, and one of them will say message. You just click on that message button, and it will pop up a little chat box down in the bottom right-hand corner, and that's you direct messaging back and forth to that client. So you're just looking for that message button, and it's the not the same thing on mobile, but very similar. You're just going to their profile, looking for the message button. If you don't see the message button, go down into the bottom right-hand corner. There'll be 3 dots in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Click on there, and then look for where it says message there as well. And then you just take the template from the presentation here today, send it out to them, and drive them all through direct message over to your promotion and your contest. And as I mentioned those, again, I would like to just reiterate that you should definitely be engaging page. So the name for that is the First National Residential Broker Community page. So First National Residential Broker Community page. Go to Facebook if you haven't already. Go there now, look up that page and look for that post in the timeline, and make sure that you like that contest post, and make sure that you like the business page, because they've got phenomenal content. And once that's in your newsfeed, you're going to want to like and share that information with your customers and with your clients and with the people that are following your Facebook business page, because it's very high quality content, and it just makes it easy for you to establish yourself as the expert in the marketplace with very little effort on your part. I think it's a fantastic resource. I use it, and I think you should make sure you take advantage of that as well. So that's the question for Deb. And it looks like this is our last question here. I guess I've been going a little bit quick. From Jim. And so Jim asks, does this strategy work on mobile? Jim, yes. Yes, it does. Pretty much everything that we do, even though I always show screenshots from the desktop, most of the buttons and everything are just a little bit moved around on mobile, but absolutely these strategies work on mobile. People will see your contest on mobile. People will get your direct message on mobile. People will get your email on mobile. Everything that you do just kind of transitions over to mobile. There's not really 2 networks to it. It's a great question and great thought, because mobile is very important, but you're totally covered on that. So yeah, you're all good. So from Antoine, could you please repeat the First National Facebook? And yes, so it is the First National Residential Broker Community. So First National Residential Broker Community page. So just go to Facebook, go to the top, First National Residential Broker Community, type that into the search bar, and then select the business page, like the business page, and then go down the timeline and look for the post that has the big thumb on it, that has like written inside the thumb. That is the contest. You have to like that specific post on the business page. And again, a phenomenal contest. Next question here is from Juan. Juan says, how do we contact First National Account Manager for the username, login, and password? So if you're not aware of who your First National Account representative is, you can do a quick Google search for First National Financial. They'll come up at the top of Google. You're going to want to click on the page, and then they have a section of the website that is dedicated to the account managers and the different areas that they're in. So you can go down the list, find your territory, and then find the account manager from that area. You're going to want to reach out to them, and then they can send you a link that you can access where you can sign up. Now, it's my recommendation that you don't just reach out and say, hey, give me free stuff. Sorry, that came off kind of weird, but as I just get to know your account manager first, right? Like, hey, my name is such and such, here's where I'm working. I'd love to get together and potentially, have a phone meeting or have a lunch or whatever. And then as you get to know the account manager, you meet them for the first time, just say, hey, one of the things that I'm really interested in is the library with Chris's content. Can I get access to that? So you'll be much better received, and it is a very valuable resource. And so it's not just given out to everybody. So I suggest working a little bit for it, and it's definitely worth it because the content in there is, in my opinion, and I'm a little bit biased, but very, very valuable and will certainly help you grow your business. And it is very much a from beginner to advanced journey through setting up all of the things that you need in social media and digital marketing to help grow your mortgage business. So it's definitely worth the effort to go get. So with that, it looks like, and I'll just update here to make sure I'm not missing anybody, but looks like we're all good. So there we are. And again, I hope everybody had a fantastic time at the conference. And thank you again for spending time with us here. And keep an eye out on your email. On Friday of this week, you're going to be getting an email for the same webinar that you get to send out to your referral partners. And we run the event for you, for them. So you get to invite them to the event for free. Everything is sponsored by First National, and all your referral partners, so your realtors, your lawyers, everybody that you do business with, you can invite to that webinar. They learn this month how to run a promotional contest for their business to generate referrals over the holidays. You get all of the credit and they get all the support. So it's a fantastic resource for you. We only send one email to notify you of all of those details. So make sure that you keep an eye out, and that email will be coming out on Friday for you, okay? So with that, my name is Chris Johnstone. Thank you again for spending your time here with us today. Hope you had a fantastic time, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you during next month's event. All right, bye everybody.